All right, here with Iowa State head coach Kevin Dresser. Big 12 tournament, you're kind of getting a workout in, all that stuff today. Kind of talk about what you guys are going through today here.
Weigh-ins tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. We always do a day before drill that we have Coach St. John puts them through. It's just part of our routine. This time of year, it's a lot about routine. So our guys will have a meal for them after this back at the hotel. And then they'll get one more sweat in tonight on their own. And we'll get up in the morning and get it on.
So you guys have been coming here for a while. Talk about just kind of the process and what it's like coming to Tulsa and competing here at the Big 12 tournament.
Well, being Northerners, we sure like coming south because we can warm up a little bit, number one. But it's a great venue. I mean, it's the only venue that I know has been coming here. This is my 8th year now. So Tulsa folks do a great job, and we expect a big crowd here as Oklahoma State's gotten better. We expect a big crowd this weekend, so it'll be a good test for our guys.
So, no secret, you guys have had some injuries this year. Kind of talk about what it's been like navigating this season with some of that.
Well, it's been tough, tough from the competitive side of things because we're competitors and coaches were competitors and our fans are competitive. And so when you can't put your best product out there, it's tough. But it's also an opportunity for a lot of guys that probably wouldn't have been here. So I love that. The guys get an opportunity to experience this and to go wrestle at the NCAA championships. I mean, you think about it, we got 2 defending Big 12 champs at home and a 3rd place guy. Swiderski's out there too. So, we got 3 guys. I mean, I'm not a math expert, but that's 50 points on the table that we don't have probably. So it's good that we've got some depth in some of those weights and gives those guys a chance to get the NCAA tournament. But, from a competitiveness standpoint, it's tough.
How do you feel like some of those guys have stepped up, I guess, in some of those spots?
Obviously we got a really good guy in Jacob Frost at 141. Would he have been the guy if, Ichimandia was healthy? I don't know if he would have. I'm not shortchanging anybody and definitely not shortchanging him. And he's made the most of the opportunity. And I think he's ranked, 7th in the nation right now, 6th, 7th in the nation. So that's great. Daniel Herrera would have never got the reps in like he's got in at heavyweight. So, those 2 guys that have stepped up and they're going to wrestle their tails off to get to Philadelphia and see what happens.
So what's kind of the process, and I mean, I guess realistic expectations with a little bit of a banged up line at this Big 12 tournament?
You mean how we finish?
Yes.
Well, we show up to win, so we're coming here to win. Now that would be an upset if you just look at the points and the seeds and everything. That would probably be a pretty major upset. But we got some competitive guys. We're coming to win.
So. David Carr, you see him here, and he's still kind of a presence in the program and all those things like that. What's his leadership staying around and him being still involved in what you guys are doing meant to you guys?
Well, having your postgraduates, in the room, we got Marcus Coleman. We've got some other guys that are top flight, senior level guys that, we got a Cuban named Renario Ortega, who's a couple-time world champ. Those guys are invaluable. Obviously, they're all trying to do things at the next level. So we're supporting them and they're supporting us. It's just a great thing that the NCAA put in years ago where you get your, whether they're alumni or not alumni, it's really nice when they're alumni and you got a guy like David Carr. But as you can see, he's out there rolling around, working with Casey Swiderski and making Casey better. And that's the beauty of the RTC.
So with that, we've seen a lot of changes recently in college athletics across the board, NIL, transfer portal, all that stuff. How do you feel like you've adjusted to that landscape and that new world?
Well, ask me next week because it always changes, all right? So we're trying to navigate it and figure it out as much as we can. It's different. It's really different, and it continues to evolve. And now the portal is opening up on March 19th, which is the day before the NCAA Wrestling Championships. So for the life of me, I'll never figure out the NCAA and their logic. I mean, why in the world would you open up the portal and basically start the circus, the day before the biggest event of the year? At least give everybody till the Monday afterwards. But they don't pay me to evaluate the NCAA because if they did, it wouldn't be a great evaluation.
So, love that response. Hey,
that's what it is.
There you go. So with that, Oklahoma State has kind of changed their program a little bit. David Taylor's injected in, and I think one of the better. Everybody talks about you guys in Iowa in that rivalry, and Oklahoma State and Iowa in that rivalry. But I've always loved the Iowa State Oklahoma State rivalry, and I think it's a good one. I think it's huge for the sport. Missouri back in the Big 12 now. OU staying in the Big 12. Some of those old Big 8 schools still around to this day. But having Oklahoma State kind of jump a little bit of a level with David and all that energy that's in that. What do you feel like that kind of? How does that translate to the energy around the Big 12 and the competitiveness with you guys and trying to kind of up your game to keep up with them?
Well, we love having a competitive conference. It helps our athletes, all of our athletes, all the Big 12 athletes, get ready for the NCAA tournament. I mean, the tougher it is this weekend is only going to bode well for you in a couple of weeks when you go to Philly. So the moves that Oklahoma State made and the team that they put together is a really solid team, and David's brought a lot of energy to the Big 12 and Oklahoma State. We look forward to the chance to go to Stillwater next year. We think we got the personnel to go with them, and I'm sure they're going to have the personnel to go with us. So, yeah, you can call it a rivalry, whatever, but I think just getting good, tough teams to compete against is what we need. So, we stay healthy. It's going to be a heck of a team next year, and we look forward to coming to Oklahoma.
Awesome, Coach. So, as you go into this weekend, what do you feel like needs to go right for your team, and I don't know, to kind of hit their peak and get all the?
We just need to perform. We need to perform. We need to entertain. Wrestling fans like points. We need to go score points. We're entertainers, and we need to go entertain.
Awesome, Coach. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to your team. Appreciate your time today, and good luck this weekend.
Yep. Thanks.